We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To the air right away is May. Out loud, and the ball is caught by Guywood. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series you have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. To the air, May. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They're going to throw. May. His big tight end over the middle, complete. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. The first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Here's May. Going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? Well, if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, he might be a little jumpy as well. It might throw off his timing.
Yeah, it'd be jumpy, but sorry, Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see a peek. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Kyle Juszczyk, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Packers are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 7-0. Touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25. At their own 25-yard line. looking to put a drive together.
Under. Go now.
The drive will begin with a run by Benson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Not to the right. Back. Split. Hey, south.
They'll go again with Benson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Brings up 3rd and a yard.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Stroud to throw it. Not open. That's Jamar Chase complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
4 yards. That's another Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Let the hot. Hey, south. Hey, uno more.
And Stroud now to throw. Short throw caught by Pitts. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the Packers' 32-yard line.
19 Texas. Buggy.
Here's Stroud. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
18.
Now Stroud. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 12-yard line.
It's a gain of 20. That's another Broncos first down. 1st and 10.
Throwing now is Stroud. And it's caught. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
18. Robin. Hey, south. Hey, uno more.
Stroud will look to throw once more. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Kyle Pitts there to make the grab. And the Broncos respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They currently sit one game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
They'll throw with May. That'll be caught by Rice. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Simple drag route here. Lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
It's in right.
From the gun on 3rd down is May. He'll try and do this himself. And his throw will be intercepted. And the Broncos are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
Rock to the right, rock to the right. Oh, bro.
They'll start on the ground with Benson. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play.
South. Buggy. Look at hot.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Open man is Musgrave, the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
17 yards.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Speed left. 118. What's up? Under. Lights open. Hey, Uno Mars. Hey, Uno. 11. 19 Texas.
Stroud looking to throw. Got a man open. It's Chase. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
13 more yards. That's another Broncos first down.
These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Under. 18. Got to the right. 12. Oh, bro. Buggy. Look at hot.
Stroud. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Broncos at 3 and 10 now on the year. And whatever promise they had to start the season fully evaporated now as they come in losers of 6 straight.
Well, you know what they often say, winning breeds winning, but unfortunately, the flip side of that can be true as well, because this is a club in desperate need of a spark out of somewhere. A big play on offense, turnover, takeaway on defense, something to get them pointed in the right direction. They need it quickly.
Running out of the gun here with Benson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Tony, Mikey Texas.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
That's another Broncos first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Look the hot. Why Tony?
Looking to throw. Stroud. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Second and goal from the 1. Benson is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal. Touchdown! Luke Musgrave from 3 yards out. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field, the extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
York now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
14, Packers 7.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
And the Packers first down.
Throwing here is May. Now he'll tuck this and run. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, May with it. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
A 2-yard pickup makes it.
Now they'll shift things around. To throw, it's May. They'll get this out to Genty. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
14 yards.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield. Everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 38. On first down, it's Genty. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Second and 3. That's complete. It's Ashton Genty. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
A run straight ahead with Genty. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes him from the 10 down to 6. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the Broncos' 6-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Second and 5.
Crazy.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. To the air, May. And he's got it. Well, it's a Packers touchdown. Rashee Rice from 6 yards away. And the Packers are an extra point away from drawing level. Butker now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
8 yards on the pickup.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Why, Tony? Oh, and 19 Texas. 18. What's that?
Stroud, he's going to audible to something else. Another run here with Benson. Able to avoid him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
He's got it with the 15. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they top 30. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now an audible here into something else.
Hey, south.
On first down, it's Benson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
18. What's that? Huggy. Hey, uno. Hey, uno Mars. 11.
Play action. Stroud now. Musgrave's got it outright. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here we go. White Tony. 18. What's that? 19 Texas.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stroud. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
That's it.
Hey, I got him. That's me. What's the back on the battlefield?
Back to throw. Stroud. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Luke Musgrave, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Broncos take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Hey, York on now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Broncos 21, Packers 14.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
They certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Calling a very strong gain of 24.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
That's complete. Ginty out of the backfield. He can only get a yard after all that. It's second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. May. He'll find Ginty out of the backfield. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here's 3rd and 3. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
Harrison Butker on for the field goal. A 37-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
as they went to the tunnel with a lead, they come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
3 receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3. Stroud to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Looking deep here for Chase. And a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked by Tavarius Moore. And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 15. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football open to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come back, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead. I have to think a major focus of the halftime, Minks, had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And he will bring it back to the 4-yard line.
Intercepted. They'll take over 1st down and goal. The 4-yard line.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
18. What's up? Hey.
They'll run with Benson. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
2 brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll run again. But he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Make the high. 19 Texas. 11. Hey, uno. Hey, south. Under. Omaha. Check.
Here's Stroud. His pass caught at the 4. Able to hold it to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
Luke Musgrave. A 2-yard gain. It's now 4th and goal.
12. 19 Texas. 11. Hey, uno. Hey, south.
And Stroud now to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They'll go again with Genty. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Now a 3rd and 6. Here's May. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw it through contact and short of the sticks.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
Crazy. Five. Crazy.
They'll try and throw for it with May. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Now, this is a nice little gift wrap situation as they take over 1st and goal.
Look the hot.
Now Stroud. And this is caught for the Bronco touchdown. Kyle Pitts with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Packers 17.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up. You know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now they'll change things up.
Hey, Jim Wright. Hey, come on with me. Crazy. Five.
They'll throw with May. And the Broncos get there and take him down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
And it's 3rd down.
Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Well, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays
to his highlight reel, okay? So when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. In this offense, they got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he called it that short of the marker, that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
Crazy, crazy, crazy. Hey, tip right, tip right.
They're going on 4th down. May. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
Look hot, look hot. We speed left, speed left. 19 taxi.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable, or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
18, what's that? Hey, Uno Mars.
Throwing now is Stroud. Through the middle of the field. And all the way down to the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for a Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Under. Hey, south.
Stroud looking to throw. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Kyle Pitts, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Broncos will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. York now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Offense ready to get their next drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation.
He's got him in, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 34.
Hey, what's up? Crazy.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
When you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Wide open receiver complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great play there. 34 yards. And the Packers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
18.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 9.
18. That's it. Hey. Under.
They run over center with Benson. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line. The Broncos on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Open there, here is Benson. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating defensively. You're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough. Zach Ball has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Stroud wants to change it up with an audible. A give up the middle with Benson. And some room to work. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 15 yards and leads to 3rd down.
Shotgun snap and a give to Benson. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 4th and 1.
How about this? They'll change it at the line. Stroud now on 4th down. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for a Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. On the give, it's Benson. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. They'll take this to about the 10-yard line.
13 more yards. That's another Broncos first down. First down and goal to go.
On first down, right back to Benson. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. This drive's taking more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. Stroud off the play fake. That is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jamar Chase with career touchdown number 75. And the Broncos look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
That one goes for 30 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Throwing here is May. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. How to approach this? Third down and 16 yards to go. To throw, it's made. And that will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Hey, what's up? Crazy.
Oh, they're changing this at the line. An audible here to get a new look.
Crazy.
Fourth down, here's May. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Throw left side complete. That's Benson. And he's got this down to the 35. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
18. What's up?
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, south. 19 Texas. Here we go. Let's go. Under. Tony.
Stroud working out of the gun. He finds his man, complete. It's Benson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 13-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
11. Speed left.
Again, it's Stroud. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Stroud. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And pressure coming, and they got it once again. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
4th down.
Looking to throw. Stroud. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards.
10 at the 12-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the shotgun, May with it. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Hey, what's that? One. It's 5.
Looking to throw. May. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Broncos are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Stroud from his own end zone. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Play action. Here's Stroud. Looking deep here for Chase. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. He's to the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Jamar Chase becoming just the second player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Broncos add on to their lead, and they appear poised to break this long losing streak. York on now for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Broncos 49, Packers 24.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
A 10-yard loss on the play. It's second down.
To the air. May. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Up the middle, it's Genty. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League. But